This is your news source evening bulletin for today, Wednesday, the 24th day of July in the year 2024. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting, and here's what we're tracking tonight. A total of 26 handguns and high-powered rifles and a quantity of ammunition were seized by the police this morning during a sunrise operation in Sandy Bab Street, Kitty, here in Georgetown. The Guyana Police Force said the operation was intelligence-led, and a total of 6 persons have been arrested to assist the police with their investigations into the arms and ammunition bust. Among those arrested was 47-year-old Ian Fagundes. In its statement, the police said officers went to the Sandy Bab Street home of Fagundes this morning to execute a search warrant. The man was reportedly spotted exiting a flat wooden house in the yard with a bag in his right hand as the police were entering the same yard. The police said Fagundes was confronted and the search was carried out on the bag that he had in his possession. In that bag, the lawmen said they found a 6 Sawyer rifle along with 1 magazine containing 14 9mm rounds of ammunition, along with a Polymore 80 9mm pistol without a serial number, 1 magazine containing 8 9mm rounds of ammunition, a Springfield Armory 45 pistol, and 4 magazines and a Bravo gun holster. The police said after Fagundes admitted that he was not the holder of a firearm license, he was taken into custody and arrested and told of the offense of illegal gun possession. The police said searches were carried out in the house, but nothing was found. However, officers carried out a search on a black Nissan Juke, which was parked opposite Fagundes' house. The man reportedly told investigators that while the car is owned by his daughter and the mother of his child, he has been the one using it. The police said during a search of the vehicle in the man's presence, they discovered a suitcase, a golf bag, and a haversack that contained a number of other weapons and hundreds of ammunition. The police said in the bags in the vehicle they found 1 AM-15 rifle and 2 magazines containing 61.223 rounds of ammunition, 2 Ruger 57 9mm pistols, and 1 magazine containing 49mm ammunition, 1 FN-45 pistol, and 2 magazines containing 38.45 ammunition, 1 Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol, and 1 magazine, 1 Beretta 9mm pistol, and 1 magazine, 1 Springfield Hellcat 9mm pistol and 1 magazine, 1 Canic 9mm pistol and 1 magazine, a Glock 43 pistol and a magazine, 5 Glock 19 pistols, 9 magazines, and 21 9mm rounds of ammunition. 7 Glock 40 pistols and 10 magazines with 18.40 ammunition were also discovered, along with 2 Glock 17 9mm pistols and 2 magazines, another Glock 9mm pistol and a magazine, and 1 Glock 45 pistol and 1 magazine. Investigators said they also found 75 12-gauge cartridges, 456.223 rounds of ammunition, 484 9mm rounds of ammunition, 83 5728 ammunition, 13 10mm rounds of ammunition, 315 7.62 39 ammunition, and 50 magazines. The other persons arrested at the location were the mother of Ian Fagundes, his 2 sisters, and the niece, along with their handyman. The police said the firearms, the ammunition, and the magazines were taken to the force's ballistic section to be examined, fumed, marked, sealed, and lodged. The motor car was also lodged with the police. The main suspect in the gun and ammunition bust, Ian Fagundes, is the brother of the late Ricardo Fagundes, also known as Paper Shorts, who was gunned down in front of the Palm Court Bar on Main Street in March of 2021. His execution remains an unsolved crime, although associates of a popular businessman have been linked to the murder, and senior officers in the Guyana Police Force have been accused by a fellow officer of being a part of a cover-up of the crime. The Guyana Police Force has always rejected that claim. More news coming up in just a moment.
Your own home is so much more than just four walls, floors, and ceilings. It's a lifetime of great memories and stories. Come talk to us and start your journey home today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Are you looking for the best high school education at affordable fees? Then register your child today at the VYC Academy. Now enrolling grades 7, 8, 9, and 10 students for the 2024-2025 academic year. VYC Academy, achieving academic excellence. For more information, call us on 227-1013 or WhatsApp us at 649-1300.
Calling all small to large scale businesses. The International Building Expo 2024 is coming to the National Stadium from August 8th to 11th, 2024. Whether you're a small business or a major player, there's a package for you starting as low as $20,000. Network with industry leaders, boost your brand visibility, and generate high quality sales leads. Register now at www.buildingexpo.gy. That's www.buildingexpo.gy. Or call 592-635-1103 or 592-635-1104.
Oh no, welcome to Building Expo. Yeah.
Jam, hello we jam and jam up. Hello we jam, hello we jam and jam up. Beat it like a fan.
With growing concerns about the high level of crime in Guyana, Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs Anil Nandlal has indicated that the government intends to get more done to tackle the problem, as it is not comfortable with the worrying situation.
The government of Guyana is not comfortable with the level of crime and violence in the society, and that is no secret. We have repeatedly accepted that fact, and we are assiduously working to address the situation.
While the Guyana Police Force has been reporting a reduction in serious crimes, there continues to be grave concern about the crime situation across the country, as gun crimes and murders appear to be on the increase. The opposition has submitted a number of questions to the Minister of Home Affairs through the National Assembly on the crime situation and the gun situation in the country. The issues are expected to be examined at the next parliamentary sitting. Attorney General Anil Nandlal, during his television program Issues in the News, said while the government has been putting various pieces of legislation in place to tackle the crime situation, more changes are coming.
You would know of the number of different pieces of legislation that we are passing. But as I have often said, this is not, rather legislation is not the singular remedy that can comprehensively and successfully address this problem. We have to have a multifaceted approach. So we will take to the Parliament shortly a bill that will increase penalties for different categories of offenses.
There is growing concern about the large number of illegal guns that continue to find their way on the streets of Guyana. In the past few weeks alone, the police in Kanu have seized a number of guns and ammunition during various operations. Let's tell you now that the 38th Conference of the Caribbean Association of Law Libraries opened this morning at the Pegasus Hotel here in Georgetown, with emphasis on legal research and innovation. Addressing the forum on behalf of the Attorney General Anil Nandlal, Senior Legal Advisor at the Attorney General's Chambers, Chevy Devonish, said legal research is crucial in informing how societies are built, maintained, and changed or developed.
It was legal research that produced the case of Brown versus Board of Education in 1954, which abolished racial segregation. But it was also legal research which produced Plessy versus Ferguson, which found that racial discrimination did not violate constitutional rights. It was legal research that produced Roe versus Wade in 1973, which found that abortion rights were constitutionally protected. And then it was legal research in 2022, which found that there was no such constitutional right. In the Caribbean, legal research produced the landmark cases of Hines versus the Queen and Collymore versus the Attorney General, which continue to this day to serve as instrumental pieces of our common law.
Devonish said legal research and resources provided by law libraries across the Commonwealth Caribbean are not solely intended for attorneys, but also intended for legislators, business people, law enforcement officers, and anyone engaged in activities governed by law.
Law libraries form the basis of those institutions required to help build, maintain, and renovate societies.
And Mr. Devonish also said legal research is often quite difficult to conduct, particularly for professionals and students, with the cost of law books and law reports extremely high. He said that reality underscores the importance of law libraries. The president of the Caribbean Association of Law Libraries, Myrna Douglas, said the organization and the conference is focused on building library collections, and with the collections having been built, attention will be given to research and innovation.
Today, our theme is focused on legal research. Having built those collections, we're focused on legal research, capacity building, and innovation for excellence. These are goals that are intertwined in the theme, as they themselves, librarians themselves, must set goals to grapple with the various changes in our society, the fast-paced technological development, which much novelty, artificial intelligence, and so on and so forth, so that we can utilize and build capacity.
She also said library services must step up to the task and embrace technology. The acting chancellor of the Judiciary, Janet Cummings, Director of Public Prosecution, Shalimar Alihak, and the president of the Organization of Commonwealth Caribbean Bar Associations, Donovan Walker, made presentations at the event also.
Are you looking for the best high school education at affordable fees? Then register your child today at the VYC Academy. Now enrolling grades 7, 8, 9, and 10 students for the 2024-2025 academic year. VYC Academy, achieving academic excellence. For more information, call us on 227-1013 or WhatsApp us at 649-1300.
Your own home is so much more than just four walls, floors, and ceilings. It's a lifetime of great memories and stories. Come talk to us and start your journey home today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Monster, bust the flavors. We're full of flavors. Bust the flavors, that my crave for. We're full of flavors. Tell your neighbors about the bust the flavors. Grab a bust the flavors. Yeah, thirst buster, grab a buster. Bust the flavor, taste the savor. Buster, bust the flavors. Buster, bust the flavors.
The government of Guyana is preparing to take another set of legislative amendments to the National Assembly in its ongoing efforts to deter the reckless use of the country's roadways. According to Attorney General Anil Nandlal, the rate of road accidents in the country is simply unacceptable, even with a number of strict measures being in place.
So we will take to the Parliament shortly a bill that will increase penalties for different categories of offenses. Certainly, traffic offenses will attract higher penalties. We continue to have in Guyana an unacceptable rate of road fatalities.
The administration has made amendments and passed a number of statutory provisions intended to address road accidents. The government also introduced the offense of motor manslaughter along with a regime of disqualifications for drivers. Legislation was also introduced to increase the penalties for drunk driving. Beyond those measures, the traffic department of the police force has also been conducting a number of campaigns and exercises. But the road accidents and deaths continue to rise. Mr. Nandlal said additional legislation with stiffer penalties will be introduced soon.
We are coming with, as I said, another slew of amendments to address penalties under the Road Traffic Act. Of course, we need to do public awareness in terms of how to use our roads. Clearly, we are not using our roadways in a careful and cautious manner. And that is causing the high incidence of road accidents and indeed the carnage that we are witnessing across the country.
More than 125 persons have already lost their lives on the country's roadways since the start of this year. 24-year-old construction worker Sean Davidson was charged and remanded to jail today over the attempted murder of his 1-year-old stepson. Davidson is accused of beating the child badly, resulting in the child suffering a broken leg and other injuries. The man was also accused of burning the child to his feet and other parts of the body. The teen mother of the child, who is currently pregnant, has also complained about being abused by the man. The accused was arrested earlier this week by the police after concerned citizens in the northeast squatting area effected a citizen's arrest of their own. In court today, he was not required to enter a plea to the indictable attempted murder charge. He has been remanded to jail until the 12th of August, when the matter will continue. The Bar Council of the Bar Association of Guyana today said it observed and has taken note of recent statements made, particularly on social media platforms, with regard to matters engaging or having engaged the attention of the court by parties related and unrelated to the said proceedings, directing personal attacks against judicial officers. The Bar Association said it wishes to remind and urge members of the public to exercise responsibility in making public statements touching and concerning the administration of justice, including judicial officers, and thereby refrain from personal attacks, the use of threatening language which threaten the personal safety of judicial officers or otherwise, and they're making scandalous, inflammatory, and unsubstantiated allegations against judicial officers. In addition to being wholly disrespectful to the court and having the result of undermining confidence in the administration of justice, the Bar Association said it opens such members of the public to contempt of court proceedings under the Contempt of Court Act, Chapter 505.
Hey Guyana, are you ready for an African explosion of culture as the African Culture and Development Association ACDA hosts Emancipation Festival 2024, featuring premier cultural acts from top Guyanese groups, South America, the Caribbean, and around the world. Come, let's celebrate the culture of our forefathers with African food, history, fashion, innovation at Guyana's biggest cultural festival. August 1st in the National Park. Gates open at 10 a.m. See you there. Around Bay, we all pull together.
Calling all small to large scale businesses. The International Building Expo 2024 is coming to the National Stadium from August 8th to 11th, 2024. Whether you're a small business or a major player, there's a package for you starting as low as $20,000. Network with industry leaders, boost your brand visibility, and generate high quality sales leads. Register now at www.buildingexpo.gy. That's www.buildingexpo.gy. Or call 592-635-1103 or 592-635-1104.
Oh no, welcome to Building Expo. Oh, yeah.
Be another car, or is it a house?
If you're looking for sweetness to put inside a basket, I am the whole thinking market.
Get ready for the 3rd edition of Blankets and Baskets on August 4, 2024. The Maltino's ground comes alive with Guyana's best entertainers and a vibe that can't be matched. Come for a chance to win numerous prizes, including the grand prize of a... Tickets are $6,000 with other special luxury packages from $40,000 to $120,000. It's the Blankets and Baskets Extravaganza. For more information, check out Blankets and Baskets on Facebook.
Guyana's economy is rapidly transforming, and we're all part of it. Guyana is at the forefront of this development by providing reliable and efficient energy and supporting community development from the very core. 100% of Guyana's profit goes back to building schools, roads, and other important infrastructure that connects our cities and towns, providing fuel to domestic, marine, industrial, and aerial transportation. Guyana has now repositioned itself as a market leader in the petroleum industry, building a better future for all of us.
NYC, New York City. Get ready as the original Big People Party with the same vibes you've seen and loved comes to you this Labor Day weekend on Saturday, August 31st with some of the biggest one-man bands out of Guyana and New York. Look out for Super A, Murphy, Busta, and Super Terry. Big People Party! Along with the legendary Glenn Washington.
Baby, don't take my kindness for weakness. If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right.
Glenn Ben Washington and his band at Industry City, New York City. Get your super early bird general tickets at $40 and VIP access $150 all inclusive. And all are available at hjexperience.com. This event is brought to you by Hits and Jams Entertainment, Marvelous Entertainment, and GD Events. It's the original Big People Party at Industry City, New York City on Saturday, August 31st. The big and proper edition.
Across the region tonight, the 47th regular meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of CARICOM will be held in St. George's, Grenada from the 28th of July until the 30th. Grenada is hosting the conference in the year of its 50th anniversary of independence. The meeting of the conference is also being held 35 years since the signing of the Grenada's Declaration, which set in motion CARICOM's transition to a single market and economy and other critical matters. The ceremony will also include addresses by the CARICOM Secretary General, the outgoing chairman of CARICOM, President Irfan Ali, the incoming chair of CARICOM, Dickon Mitchell, and the admission of Curaçao as an associate member. The meeting was expected to be held earlier this month, but was pushed back because of Hurricane Beryl. Well, sharks off the coast of Brazil have tested positive for cocaine, scientists say. Marine biologists tested 13 Brazilian sharp-nosed sharks taken from the shores near Rio de Janeiro and found that they tested for high levels of cocaine in their muscles and their livers. The concentrations were as much as 100 times higher than previously reported for other aquatic creatures. The research carried out by the Oswaldo Cruz Foundation is the first to find the presence of cocaine in sharks. Experts believe the cocaine is making its way into the waters via illegal labs, where the drug is manufactured or through excrement of drug users. Packs of cocaine lost or dumped by traffickers at sea could also be a source, though this is less likely, researchers say. And finally tonight, international news. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu emphasized the importance of close ties between the U.S. and Israel and warned against anti-Semitism in an address to Congress on Wednesday that sought to shore up American support for Israel's ongoing war against Hamas in Gaza. Netanyahu's address to Congress comes at a crucial crossroads for the war. U.S. officials have voiced optimism about the prospects of a deal that could free Hamas-held hostages and bring the conflict to an end. It also comes as many on the left have become increasingly dissatisfied with the way Netanyahu has waged the war, which has killed more than 39,000 Palestinians and left Gaza in the grips of a humanitarian catastrophe. Some members of Congress, mostly Democrats, did not attend Netanyahu's speech, either as a protest of the war or due to previously scheduled events. The Israel-Hamas war has increasingly become a dividing line among Democrats, exposing rifts within the party. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting, encouraging you to have a safe and enjoyable night.